Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, Parenting on the Go. On this channel we talk about lifestyle, parenting, motherhood, vlogs, recipes and the whole lot of that. Today's video is about teaching your children consequences for their behaviors, and there's a difference between consequences and punishment. To find out the difference, keep watching this video. So parents, let me ask you this question. Why do you take your children's behavior personal? Why do you get so angry that you beat them with so much anger? Why do you think your children will intentionally do things to hurt you? I was at the mall yesterday and I witnessed a mother beating up her child. That child should be about 5 years old. Beating up this child, saying stuff like, "You're too stubborn, you're just like your father, you are this, you are that, your head is strong," a whole lot that I can't mention here. And out of curiosity, I approached them and I asked the woman, "What happened? What did he do?" And she said she told him not to touch anything, but he has refused. He wants to see what she can do. Wow. So I told her that you are at the mall with your child. There are ways you can talk to your child. There are ways you can train up this child, or there are ways you can talk to him that he doesn't need to misbehave, because he knows that there are consequences for everything. If you have not seen the video where I talked about how you can speak to your children, just check this link up and watch that video on how you can speak to your children without yelling. So you can be at the mall and your children will behave themselves. So, but that's not what this video is about. I'm just saying that your children or your child should understand that for every behavior there is a consequence for it. Before they even do that thing, they already know the consequences for their actions. So the title of this video is how to teach your children consequences. Now the first step to teaching your children consequences is picking the consequences. For every action or for every misbehavior, there is a consequence. So for instance, if you fight with your sibling, or if I take you to the mall and you don't behave yourself, you don't get to watch TV, or you stay in your room for the whole day, or you don't get to watch TV for 2 hours. Now mind you, when you're teaching them consequences, don't take out things that are very important to them. Don't be too harsh. You need to be strict but not harsh. So you take out something you know that they like to do, or something you know that they love to have. You take it. That is a consequence. So when they think about their behavior and they think about everything, they don't want to do that thing because they don't want to lose what they are supposed to get. That is the first step of teaching your children consequences. You pick the consequences for the behavior. The second step is you talk about the consequences with them. Introduce the consequences. Tell them what it's about. If you do this, this is what you are going to get. Let me take for example, my children. If you want something, you say it. You ask nicely. You say, "Please, can I?" and you wait for the person to respond. Now, if you want something and you start crying and throwing tantrums and start misbehaving, they know you are not getting that thing. That is the consequences. So if you want something, you come to the person and you ask for that thing. So it's left for the person to say yes or no. But if you start crying because you want something, or you start hitting your head and shouting, you are not getting that thing. That is a consequence. So the first thing is pick a consequence. The second thing is tell them what the consequence is. And the third thing, which is the most important part of this process, is consistency. I know sometimes no, I usually am flexible. I am flexible, but don't forget, don't be hot today, tomorrow you are cold. So take for example, my children already know that if you cry you're not getting something, and today they pull the stunt and they cry and I give them that thing. Tomorrow they're going to try it again, so you are losing your touch. So you have to be strict with the consequences, stick to it, and be consistent. That's the hardest part of the process. So if you do that, if you start teaching your children consequences at a young age, you will find out that you don't have to shout, you don't have to get frustrated, and that point where you now get angry and beat your child, it will not be there, because there is already a consequences for your action. The consequences of their behavior is going to really pain them. Next time they don't want to engage in such thing. If you do this, if you continue with it, you will discover that you don't have to beat your children anymore. You don't have to get frustrated, because I wonder how parents get to that place of anger and beat their children with so much anger, because they feel their child is doing something intentionally to get at them. My dear, the truth is your children don't even know what they are doing, especially for the young ones. I'm talking from experience, because I have younger children. I have 2 toddlers. You can tell your child, stop touching this thing. Before you turn around, they are already touching that same thing again. Their retentive memory is not strong yet. They can't hold information for long. So I can't beat my child because I told her not to do this thing and then she went back to do that thing. No. And also, there's something you can also do. Apart from teaching your children consequences, you can also engage your children. Communicate with them, connect with them. So for instance, you want to tell your child something, you tell them, look at me, look at me. You tell them what you want to tell them and tell them, repeat after me. That also works. You can try that. So if this is your first time of watching my video, please don't forget to subscribe.